Okay. I'm gonna start recording. I don't know how well I am going to communicate my thoughts. Um, I'm already kind of crying and emotional, which seems to be the theme for this channel. Hey guys, welcome back to the commentary channel. Today I want to talk about the year of 2025. As of recording this and the day of publishing, it is December 29th, of course, 2025. I'm not too sure that I want to actually include the face cam with this. My room's a mess from Christmas crap and whatnot. And then my hair is also a mess because I just got done with work and I was about to shower. And then I just got hit with some reflection about what this year's been like for me. I'm already starting to cry. This is not going to be a good commentary video for me, but I am currently home alone. None of the roommates are here, so I figured I would talk to the camera. I'm going to shrink it down to a little corner somewhere, and we're going to throw Minecraft speedrunning in the background. This is from my first commentary video when I learned how to speedrun from, I don't even know, it was like back in August at this point. That was like 4 months ago. I haven't touched speedrunning since. Already getting sidetracked. My apologies. There's no script or anything either. I'm looking at myself on the monitor. Yeah. Just figured I would point that out. Let's try not to say let's try not to have too many pauses. Let's try not to cry. 2025 has been the worst, best year of my life. Which is really confusing to say. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But man, 2025 has been the craziest year of my life by far. I could go on about the YouTube side of things, but I want to talk about my personal life, my real life. It's weird. My whole life I've never been in a relationship since I don't even know. I guess I got to give some context here. This is going to sound so fake, but I promise it's true. I used to get chased around a lot by girls when I was younger. I used to be, for no reason, I had a six pack, I had muscles, I was like, I was in such good shape. Like, I have old pictures of me hanging up on the wall just above my setup, like right over there. And it's crazy. Looking back at some of those photos, it's like, why was I in such good shape? Like, oh, I wish I looked like that now. Man, I wish I looked like that now. I don't. I very much don't. But I would get chased around a lot, and I feel like most people would be like, that's a good thing, right? Like, how could that be a negative? But I hated it, especially as a kid. I hated all the extra attention. I wanted people to sort of just leave me alone, stop chasing me, stop cornering me on the playground, asking if I could be their boyfriend. It's kindergarten. Things are not that serious. Just because I can run fast doesn't mean I gotta be everybody's boyfriend. I don't know why. That's just how it was when I was younger. And it painted a sort of picture in my brain where I was like, I need to stay far away from relationships. I need to stay far away from all of this. It's too much. So, from basically first, second grade, all the way through honestly high school, like freshman year, I had no interest in relationships or anything like that. And when I hit freshman year, I remember vividly, like, I had a dream where I was like laying in my bed with somebody else, not in a weird way. But they put their head like on my shoulder, and I remember just feeling like warmth radiate throughout my body, and I just felt so calm and at peace in that moment. And I was like, man, I really want a girlfriend, bro. I really want a girlfriend. Um, yeah, that went on for freshman, sophomore, junior, all the way up until my senior year. I went to school dances, I hung out with friends at those events. Never once did I have a date myself or anything like that. It was just me and the boys. Me and the boys. Bros before, not gonna say the other word. But for some reason this year it completely flip-flopped. I don't know what happened in between 2024 and 2025. I went to homecoming, which is the first school dance of where I'm from, because there's like prom and winter formal and whatnot. I went to homecoming, and I guess I did something right, because I don't know, I felt snazzy. I had a cool little button-up shirt, a little tie. I had my hair slicked back. It was a little bit longer than it is right now. And I remember I went to a bowling alley, and a girl from my school was there, and she high-fived me, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I don't usually high-five girls. That's cool. And then on the way back home, she added me on Snapchat, and then from there we started talking. And I was like, what? What the heck's going on? Now this is, I don't even know the exact time. Somewhere around November, December of last year. So like just barely before the start of 2025. I promise this is adding up to something. Just let me vent. Let me talk for a minute. So that happened, and we never officially, dated or anything. But that was my first kind of eye-opening experience where it was like, hey, this is like, I'm here. I'm like, what the heck? I'm here. And then I just got completely unadded and removed. Which hurt a little bit. I was kind of sad about it. And then 2 weeks later, I was re-added, and then we started talking again very heavily for like 2 weeks. And then I was completely removed again. And I was like, okay, maybe I don't want a relationship, because it put another bad taste in my mouth where I was like, okay, yeah, not for me. Um, yeah, so all that happened right at like the start of the year, basically. And then prom rolled around, and I had a little bit of a crush that had formed on another girl throughout the years. Like some stuff happened between us. Not crazy stuff, but stuff that like I'd picture when I was trying to fall asleep, and I'd be like, "Whoa, could this be an opportunity for a relationship?" Oh, I'm really weird about talking about this stuff. Anyways, long story short, I ended up asking her to prom, and she said yes, which, what the frick? Okay. At this point, we're in, I don't even know, just before April. What's the month before April? January, February, March, April. Oh, okay, we were in March. March? Wait, was it March? I think it was in March. I asked her to prom. She said yes, and then we really started talking, and I played Roblox with her for like 4 hours every single day. Um, Good night messages, good morning messages, just like just all the stuff really. And I realized then that I should have maybe not dodged relationships my whole life, because man, oh man, do I have zero game. I don't have, I'm not good at talking to girls at all. At all. Even now, not good. I became like a little obsessive, and I took her not messaging me as like a sign of disinterest. And that led to its own sort of issues, and then eventually, same story, history repeats itself. I got removed. I didn't take that very well, and it actually was the catalyst of my goodbye video on the main channel. And all the mental health stuff, me neglecting YouTube, falling off completely, it led to a very rough part of the year. But just before all that happened, I did graduate. I graduated high school, which was crazy. The only negative about that is most of the photos and memories from around that time are with the sort of, I don't want to say relationship because once again we were never official or anything, but all of that kind of overshadowed graduation and oh, I'm gonna be moving out soon. It all got overshadowed by that, and it sucks because I feel like the biggest chapter of my life so far got spoiled for me. That and the sort of depression that came with that, along with falling off on YouTube. It sounds so stupid. YouTube's my life. I've been making videos since I was 10 years old, and it just means so much to me. I love YouTube so much, and I am gonna go crazy in 2026. Okay, we're getting sidetracked. My apologies. Yeah, rock bottom. Rock bottom was not fun. Man, oh man, was it not fun. I got a job that was making me work from 5 p.m. to 3 to 4 in the morning. It was a closing shift. 10, 11 hours. And it was brutal. But because of the pain that I was feeling, I guess I took it out on myself by overworking, and that's why I made the goodbye video for my channel, because I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna work until I feel numb, because work allows me to not think about what's going on. And then I would rant about it on my Snapchat stories, which I set to public just because why not? Let everybody know what's going on. And throughout that, another girl that I would have never got to meet had I not been posting those public stories, she added me. And I accidentally added her back because I think my first impression was, oh, it's one of those bots. This isn't a real person. Turns out, was a real person. I actually knew her from school. She was 2 grades below me. Yeah, it's crazy. Went from, keep in mind, at the beginning of the year, I talked to 2 different people. One of them left me so broken. But then this third person just randomly added me, and it was crazy because we started talking. We played Minecraft together. She came over to my apartment. We watched the Cat in the Hat live action movie. Goated movie. Love that movie. And we got super duper close. And it was the weirdest feeling because everything that had gone wrong in the previous, whatever, was so different because this felt so right, so correct. I told her this while we were in that phase, but it was like, I can't think of a single thing that would make this better. Like, this just feels correct. Everything just felt like my life had been one big massive blah 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 to get to this moment in time. And I just felt so happy, so thankful, and I just couldn't believe it because I really did hit rock bottom. I'm so sick of talking about this because I've talked about it in like every video and like everywhere, and like my friends are probably sick of me talking about it, but mental health is a serious thing. Talking about it really makes me feel better, and it gets it out of my system. She mended all of the broken damage. I don't even know how it's possible. But now I'm filled with like I don't want to say anger, but like I really dislike the situation I was in before I met the other person. I almost name dropped her. Let's not do that. That is something I will absolutely not do because that is a line I do not want to cross. But yeah, long story short, ended up actually asking her if I could be her boyfriend. Which, keep in mind, I am graduated from high school, never been in a relationship that had a label. And in this year span, I had 3 pretty much out of nowhere. And I don't even know how it happened. But she said yes. And from November 2nd to I think November 6th, so it was like 4 days, I had a girlfriend. Yeah. 4 days. 4 days. My hair looks so bad right now. Yeah, so for 4 days I had a girlfriend. That didn't work out. My fault. Definitely my fault. I jumped the gun. Um moved a little too quickly, but yeah, I won't dive into details cuz it's still kind of a fresh wound for me, but you live and you learn. I'm not going to make those same mistakes that I did because I feel like I fumbled what would have been the best person to ever like get in a relationship with because she where are the words for this? She was amazing. Like I don't understand how she is a real person and I still to this day I'm convinced that it was just one big dream because what how is she real, bro? I don't even know. I don't even know. But honestly, yeah, relationships were like the biggest thing for me this year. That's why I've been talking about it for the last 17 minutes. But there were some other things that happened. For example, when I was in the work phase where I wanted to just go numb, I ended up moving out, which is it's where I am now. Moved in with 3 friends of mine, and it's been something. You know, not every day's been peaches and sunny and rainbows, but it's been all right. I'm making do with it. Um, yeah, I think the reason I, th- sorry, I think the reason 2025 has been the best worst year of my life is because the relationship stuff, honestly, it changed me. Some for the worst, some for the better. I finally have gotten a little taste of what it's like to be in a relationship. I understand it. I get what I missed over the years, and I've gotten the experience to where in the future I can hopefully make things work out a little bit longer than 4 days cuz that's really sad to me. But I'm really thankful for meeting um people and getting out of my shell a little bit. And I think what I can take away from all of the relationship side of stuff this year is I am not ready for that. As strange as it sounds. I don't think that at least for where I am right now, I can't handle a relationship. I I've been looking down so much. Hmm, I'm noticing that. Sorry. I have like ADHD or something. I like can't focus. My legs are just going like I'm not ready for a relationship as much as I want to be because I'm just a weird person. I don't know. When everything crumbled um through my fingertips, I took 2 days after all of that happened of just pure thinking, what can I do to salvage this? What can I do to fix this? But in doing that, I missed the whole point of why it happened. I missed the whole reason for why I couldn't be in this relationship. And my solution to fixing it was to write a letter. And the letter I wrote on a small piece of paper. Actually, oh, I moved the notebook. It was on my desk. It was smaller paper things. I don't know how to explain it. It was a journal. It was a journal. I just wrote and I kept writing because I wanted to fully explain my thoughts, what was going through my head, the situation, and like I just wrote about absolutely everything that I could because like I said earlier, talking about it was my way of healing and processing and getting better. So I just kept writing and I ended up writing like 9 to 10 pages. Um that's including like front to back. It was a lot. It was a lot. And I proofread it and in my mind I was like, I've said all that can be said. This will hopefully fix things a little bit. And I delivered the letter to their mailbox and in my mind I was still like, yeah, this is the right move. It was not the right move. Spoiler alert, some foreshadowing. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. I let my emotions take over me and I ended up, like I said, I just missed the whole point of everything. And that is a theme that I'm noticing from every I don't want to call them situationships. I don't know what the correct word is. But from all three of them, I just got so incredibly emotional to a point where like I had to say or do something. And that I really don't like. I don't know why I'm like that. And if that's going to continue being the case every time I try and get myself into a relationship, it's like, why even try? Like, I can't handle it. I'm not built for that. So it's been really eye opening this year. And I think next year I want to focus on myself. I know this is like New Year's resolution, everybody says it. I genuinely want to focus on myself and I want to lock in. I'm not built for relationships, at least not for now. The foreseeable future, nothing, no one. But I have YouTube, and YouTube's been my thing for the last 10 years. Started in 2016, we're going to 2026. It's been 10 years. And I refuse to let that die. I've let so much go over this last year, including YouTube, and I can't let that go fully because then I would truly be lost and broken. So, relationships, cool. I could be eating my words. You never know what's going to happen. I never thought I'd be talking to anyone this year, let alone 3 people, let alone the coolest person ever, bro. Like, I didn't know that was going to happen. Just out of the blue. Just You can't plan it. Life throws you lemons. And sometimes those lemons are really, really good. I've never really eaten a raw lemon. I don't know why I use that analogy. I don't know. Look, I am thankful that these things have happened, but I'm also extremely thankful for my family and my friends that have also been there for me. I've definitely lost a few friends this year, some people I don't respect as much. But I've also found more trust and deepened connections with people, if that makes sense. So if you're one of those people, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I moved out, I graduated, got in a relationship, got out of the relationship. It's been quite the year for me. But 2026, we're back. We're back. As sad as I've been throughout this video and throughout the last several commentary videos, as well as the main channel videos, we're past the stage of I'm sad. And we're on to the stage of let's freaking get to work. You know what I'm saying? This was one big yapathon, 26 minutes of it. I don't know that I'm going to cut out any parts of it. It might just be fully unedited. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. And if you're one of those people that just watched and listened to all this, congratulations, you're kind of weird, bro. You're kind of weird. Why you listen to all my inner thoughts? I mean, I know I put it out for you to watch, but like, whole 27 minutes of it? Yo. Yeah. I want to do this sort of recap at the end of every year, starting with 2025, because this was my first year of being like an independent adult with bills and whatnot. Oh, should mention, by the way, I quit my job. I will be unemployed starting the 31st. So I'm going to be starting the New Year's unemployed. Why not? Might as well. All in on YouTube, baby. All in. All in. But yeah, this is my 2025 recap. I'm going to watch it next year. And then I'm going to give my 2026 recap, and then 2027, and then 2028. I'm just going to keep going every year, because I think that would be really cool to look back on and know, you know, at this point, this is what my room looked like. And then when I move out next year, I'm going to have a different background, different room. And then it's like timestamps of my life, you know, time capsules. That's cool. Now, if I had to throw this on a tier list, this year has definitely been a C tier. I could say F, but I think it's a C tier because a lot of stuff's happened up here. Up here, so much has changed. And I can focus on the negatives and be sad, or I can look at the bigger picture and see how this will affect my life moving forward. And it's been a freaking massive year. I moved out, said goodbye to my family. You know, my dogs, my mom, my dad, I don't see them too often. Well, I mean, I still see them like once a week. But I mean, obviously compared to being a kid and living at their house, it's like it's really big move for me. Yeah, I don't know if it's been addressed. I am a really sappy, emotional individual. And sometimes I do think about that stuff and it makes me cry a little bit. But I want to keep this under 30 minutes. I know we're right there. We're at 29 minutes right now. But thank you for everybody that has watched this far. Thank you for the experiences, the memories, and the opportunities that I was given by you guys. You guys watching this are the reason I'm here. So thank you very much. Very thankful for everybody. Hope to see you in the new year. New year, new me. I'm gonna really change how things be going around here. But yeah, that is my 2025 recap. Until next year.